Hello, Gaston County, and welcome to the 85 Podcast. The 85 is your Gaston County culture podcast where we talk about events and topics in and outside Gaston County. My name is Zachary Brown. I'm with Cafe Content and a contributor to the Gaston Gazette. To my right, Nick Dumont. How you doing this evening, Dumont?
Oh, I'm happy.
To my left, the maestro, Joshua Chapman. How you doing today, Josh?
Welcome, everybody. It's the 6th episode today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
That's
6.
right. So excited to be here.
As am I, and we're excited that you guys are listening. Thank you so much for listening. Please follow us on all the social media sites. We're at Twitter, at The85Pod. We're in Instagram, at The85Pod. Or you can email me at The85Pod@gmail.com. Guys, it's Memorial Day weekend. We have a lot of fun here. I really want to say thank you so much to everybody who's sacrificed to allow me to have fun, to allow me to have my freedom. Everybody who has served and fallen, everybody who has served, everybody who is still serving. I appreciate you all. And with that being said, Josh, you ready to get down on this rundown?
Let's go ahead and get down to business. Let's get down on the rundown.
Do it.
Okay, so first we have our Go Gaston events today. Next, What's Brewing with York Chester Brewing owner Jarvis Roberts. Then we have the And We're Done interview with the GM of the Gastonia Grizzlies, David McDonald. And last, Inside the Pages with Nick. Zach?
Perfect. Let's get to these Go Gaston events. Alright, for Memorial Day weekend to start out with, on May 25th, which is that Friday, we've got a few live music events. One, at the York Chester Brewing Company, State Line Crossing is playing there Friday night. Also on May 25th, James Bates and the JB Dance Band at the South Main Kitchen and Tavern. May 26th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., the Gaston County Farmers Market is having their Summer Fest. It's the start of the growing season. They're going to have live music there, food trucks, fireworks. It's going to be a great event for all ages. Bessemer City Community Concert is also on the 26th, including the Belmont Classic 5K. You guys, it's May 26th. It's starting to feel a lot like summer. There's a lot of pool openings in the area. Irwin Center's pool is open, and Lineberg Park's pool is open on May 26th. The Cavendish Brewing Company is having their Search for the Holy Ale Monty Python Party, which is a Monty Python themed beer event. It's going to be
Holy Ale?
The Holy Ale, exactly.
I love it.
Also on the 26th, we got more live music for you. At the Old Dallas Brewing Company, Brother Oliver is playing, and at the York Chester Brewing Company, the Dan Stanton Band. Throughout the weekend, the Whitewater Center is having their Memorial Day celebration. There's a bunch of stuff going on. There's going to be kayak races. There's going to be trail races. There's going to be live music galore, yoga. There's going to be fireworks at the end. There's a cornhole tournament. Awesome way to spend Memorial Day weekend at the Whitewater Center. On the 28th, there is a Drinking and Thinking trivia at the Growler USA. On the 31st, the Gastonia Grizzlies start their season against the High Point High Toms. This is going to be fun because they won the championship last year and they're doing a ring ceremony at the beginning. On June 1st, the Friday Night Live series continues in Belmont. They are hosting Steve Owens and the Summertime Band. June 2nd, I'm really excited about this event. The Creepy Nature exhibit opens at the Shield Museum. Creepy Nature is designed to share the actual science of weird and unusual plants and animals. The exhibit will feature horror fiction concepts like vampires, zombies, mummies, and alien invaders. Also, June 2nd is National Trails Day, so get out on the Thread Trail, go to your favorite park, and enjoy some of this natural splendor. And those are the Go Gaston events.
So, Zach, you sat down with York Chester Brewing owner Jarvis Roberts. How'd that go?
And it went really well. Jarvis was very nice. I actually sat down with him and his head of brewing operations. They were both really interested in talking about their story, about their types of beer, and I really think people are going to enjoy it. Here's our second installment of What's Brewing. So, gentlemen, welcome to What's Brewing. What's Brewing is our section on the 85 where we talk to brewers, coffee makers, vineyards, distillers in the area. And I want you guys to introduce each other. Jarvis, why don't we start with you, sir?
Excellent. My name is Jarvis Roberts.
I'm the owner and head brewer of York Chester Brewing Company. We founded the company back in 2014, but we opened the doors in 2016.
Nice.
So we've been open a year and a half. It's been awesome.
To your right is Diedrich. Diedrich, please introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Diedrich McFadden. I'm the assistant brewer here at York Chester. Just help out Jarvis and do what he says.
Nice, nice. And Diedrich, you have a degree in brewing.
I did the one-year program at Central Washington University.
Nice.
In Ellensburg, Washington. Just the one-year brewer.
Awesome. Nice. And
Yeah.
you guys, was it in April that you had your oyster roast?
Yeah, it was actually the end of March 30th.
Okay, nice.
We did our oyster roast.
And this was the second annual?
Yeah, second annual Shuck and Jive.
Nice.
It's always a big success. It kind of kicks off spring for us. Our next festival is going to be May 19th. We're going to be working with saltwater markets again, and we're going to be doing a low country boil with crawfish.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be really awesome. So if you're a big fan of crawfish, these bad boys come straight in from Louisiana, fresh. I mean, they're big. So if
Nice.
you want to come out and celebrate, it's partly part of my birthday. My birthday is May 21st. So
Jarvis, my birthday's May 22nd.
There you go.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
talking
there you
about.
go, man.
Geminis. So anyway, Jarvis, you poured us a flight here.
most definitely.
Usually flights are 4 beers long, but you have a super flight in front of me.
Yep.
We got 6 beers,
Most
right?
definitely. I wanted you to try a little bit of everything that we have on tap right now.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And traditionally with a flight, you go from lightest to darkest.
Most definitely.
Right? Okay, so the first one we're tasting, pronounce it for me one more time.
Blender Weiss.
Okay, and you had mentioned that it's called the Champagne of...
Yeah, it's another nickname for it is Napoleon Champagne.
Napoleon Champagne,
Yeah, when
okay.
he was going through Europe and conquering everything, he fell in love with this beer that's specific to our Berlin. We do a kettle souring process, and then we finish it off with a nice clean yeast, so you can get that crisp flavor that you're looking for. So this is more of a sessionable beer.
It's
So
a summer beer,
Most
man. This is definitely 90-degree day. It's got some tartness in it, but it's not too tart, so
not
it's
at all.
drinkable.
Exactly.
The best thing about this is that you guys say all that science stuff, and I'm like, oh, this drinks well. You know what I mean?
That's totally fine.
Yeah.
And that's what we really want people to say at the end of the day.
And again, what's the name of that beer?
Blender Weiss.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So our next one is your brainchild.
Yes.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
It's West Coast style double IPA. I love.
Really smooth for a double IPA.
Yeah. Take your time with it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's a sipping beer for sure.
Yeah. Trying to get a good balance between the malt, the hops, and how we use them and everything like that. So
It's just, I call this type of beer a sneaky beer
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's 8%, but it doesn't taste like 8%. You know.
Yeah, it will definitely sneak up on you. So.
Fantastic. So that's the Happy Birthday. That's your double IPA. So the next beer, Jarvis, is maybe your most popular beer. It's the one that I was introduced to first.
Yes.
Is Citrifuge.
Yes.
This is also an IPA.
Yes, this is also an IPA. I would consider this one a southeastern IPA just because it's not going to be overpoweringly bitter, but it should be a good balance of malt and bitterness.
Yeah, you can definitely. There's a punch of bitterness at the
Yes.
beginning, but it smooths out at the end. Yeah.
That's what we like about it. And I think that's the draw for people that come in and get it. Right now, currently, I think the only place right now that has Citrifuge left in cans is Freeman's Pub.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Gastonia.
Nice. Okay, so our next beer, which is one of my favorite beers because I like a dark IPA, is your Trash Panda beer. First of all, great name. Love the name.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about this Imperial IPA.
Yeah, so Trash Panda is a delicate balance between a high alcohol beer, roasted dark malts, but yet still lends you that smooth character and the hoppiness to follow it up.
Black IPAs, your Trash Panda,
Yeah.
what I love about them is the having a malty beer that has hops in it, that has a little bitter kick in it.
Yeah.
That's just, I love that. That
Yeah.
incorporates what I love about beer. Okay, let's get into this porter, man.
All right.
Take a big old bite out of this porter.
Yes.
This is your, correct me if I'm wrong, it's Lady in Black,
That's
English
correct.
brown porter.
Yes, correct.
When people order the Lady in Black porter
Most-
from York Chester, they should expect,
They're going to expect a light porter, light body.
okay,
Definitely heavy with caramel notes, heavy with cocoa or chocolate. You should get that. You should also get an essence of dried fruit, but it should be very clean and finishing. It's not a heavy beer. A lot of people are afraid of dark beers, especially this time of year.
for sure.
But I can keep this beer on all year round just because it's so light and easy to drink.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm getting from is that you could be intimidated by the fact that it's a really dark beer, but you can drink it's light. You know what I mean? You could have a meal with it and not be super full from the beer. Which brings us to our last one, creamy, amazing creamy, which is an Irish stout. You call it the Patio Murphy's. You named this, right, Jarvis?
I did not. I did not name this beer.
Me neither.
But this one you should get more of those, that roasted character, that dry kind of finish on your tongue. It should have a little bit heavier body than the porter, but at the same time, it should be a creamy mouthfeel also, and finished light on the tongue.
Yeah, it is creamy for sure.
Just kind of like a Guinness would be.
To be continued.
Yeah,
to be continued for sure.
Yeah.
Just to review what you gave to me today, Berlinger Weiss, the Happy Birthday, which is the sneaky double IPA that's really easy to drink. Citrifuse, your most popular IPA. Trash Panda, one of my favorites. It's an Imperial IPA, so maybe just have one or two.
That's right.
The Lady in Black, which is your English Brown Porter. It's a sneaky, light, dark beer. And your Irish Stout, which is the Patio Murphy's. So how I like to end this segment, which is I think the only appropriate way to end this segment, is to say cheers.
Oh yeah, man. Cheers.
Cheers.
And that was the What's Brewing section this week. I really appreciate the York Chester Brewing Company for giving me the time to step me through the beers and talk about what they're trying to do in their company.
So that's also in Belmont, right? Like Riverman?
That's correct, yeah. The York Chester Brewing Company and Riverman are both in Belmont.
And just to catch the listeners up, Riverman is what we did our What's Brewing on last time.
And that was David Gonzalez, the head of brewing operations for Riverman. They come at it at an intellectual angle, you know. I drink a beer every once in a while to relax, and this is their livelihood. They've gone into the science. They've tried to figure out not only what would taste good, but what would taste interesting. Our next section is the And We're Done interview. This week I did it with the GM of the Gastonia Grizzlies, David McDonald. Excuse me, the champion Gastonia Grizzlies.
Put some respect in their name.
That's correct. The champion Gastonia Grizzlies. The GM, David McDonald. Sitting with me today is David McDonald, GM of the Gastonia Grizzlies. David, thanks for coming on the podcast.
Zach, I'm happy to be here.
Give the people a sense a little bit about what your job is, what you do on a day-to-day basis.
Sure. So being the general manager, you kind of just have to oversee a little bit of everything at the ballpark, and whether that's ticket sales and sponsorships and partnerships in the community, you know, food and beverage operations, pretty much anything that you can picture going on at the stadium, I have some part of. I get to do something different every day, and I get to be really involved in the community, which is something I love doing.
Hands in a lot of baskets.
We try to oversee the business side of things, the entertainment and the fans and the attendance and all of that. And then we kind of let the baseball take care of itself. So our head coaches and our head coach and our assistant coaches are out, you know, finding the players and recruiting and doing that kind of stuff.
With the baseball side
yeah,
of
exactly.
It. The start of the season is the end of May. This is coming right up.
We're coming up. May 31st is our first game.
How are the preparations going?
It's good. It's good. It always picks up like crazy. We're about 2 weeks out right now as we're recording this, and we're looking forward to it. So, you know, our numbers are looking good for this year. We've got a lot of, you know, exciting things coming up, so we're pumped about it.
So, David, I've been to quite a few minor league baseball games, and I've been to quite a few Grizzlies games. The show that you guys put on, the baseball game, is very different from other minor league teams. Can you give the listeners kind of the experience of going to a Gastonia Grizzlies game?
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. We try to be different in everything it is that we do. So that's why in the past we've done grandma beauty pageants and salute to underwear night and just some different crazy things that we've done. You know, it's not necessarily going to draw millions of people, but it's just kind of how it represents us.
No, but it's fun stuff, and it brings the eye towards people, like people who might not be super interested in minor league baseball would be interested in going to a Gastonia Grizzlies
Sure. We try to turn it into a circus. So there's a different promotion every single half inning. So every 3 outs, there's something different going on, whether someone's, you know, doing some sort of dance contest on the field or taking, you know, a pie to the face or something like that. One of the unique things that we do is our players actually do a choreographed dance on the field in the middle of the game, which I don't think you'll see anywhere else. So that's something we do for every single game. So
that's awesome.
trying to be unique and different.
craziness that you guys do, did it start immediately? Like, how did that concept develop? I've always wondered that.
So it really picked up when he's one of our owners right now at the time, Jesse Cole. He started with the organization at the end of the 2007 season.
Okay.
And came into the position I'm in now, the general manager position, and just kind of took a look at everything. And the crowds weren't very big, and there was nothing too exciting going on when he came in. And just realized that we had to make it more about the show and more about the entertainment, just because we weren't going to fill up the stadium with just baseball fans. We love our diehard baseball fans, but there aren't that many of them out there anymore.
Right.
So to kind of fill up the stands and make Sims Park come alive, you have to do crazy promotions and different entertainment things. So he just got the staff to believe in it, the coaches, the players, everyone to kind of believe that this has to be something more than baseball. And I've kind of, taken it over from there and have, continued to believe in that mindset.
So what type of special events can we look forward to in 2018?
We've got some cool things coming up. We won the championship last year.
Yes.
So we're having
great job, by the way.
Thank you. I'll take a lot of credit for that, but I had absolutely
all
nothing
those
to
trades that you make. It's a hot oven, my friend.
That's right. So our opening night, we're actually doing a ring ceremony where we're bringing back a ton of the guys who were on last year's team, and we've got this big trophy that we had won in the Coastal Plain League. We won the championship, and so we get to do that on our opening night, which is pretty cool. And then right after that, we jump into our first fireworks show, and those are always huge shows, huge crowds. It's a really good time out at the ballpark, and we try to bring out our best stuff for those games. And you can check everything out at GastoniaGrizzlies.com on our website there. It's got our whole schedule, it's got our whole promotions and all of that.
Now, you guys just got a new owner of the team.
So he's new to the Grizzlies. He's very familiar with the Coastal Plain League. Emily and Jesse Cole have owned the team for the last several years and actually just had their first child about a week and a half ago.
I hear that takes a lot of work.
Yes. And we're all thrilled for them. And the idea with this is they want to be able to take a step back from being at the ballpark every day and running the operations and really start their family. And I don't think anybody can really blame them for that.
Not at all.
So in doing this and allowing them to take a step back, they brought in a partner who will help oversee the team now for the next couple of years and then into the new stadium as well. We're thrilled to jump into this opportunity, to allow Emily and Jesse to take a step back and start their family. And the cool thing with Matt and his partner Bill, they have a lot of experience in the sports world, over 50 years of experience between the two of them, and they've owned and operated several different teams across baseball, soccer, hockey, which is really exciting because they get to bring this expertise and this experience to this Fuse project.
Right.
They've helped open up about 8 different stadiums in 8 different venues.
Oh, wow.
So with this experience, it kind of helps them, it helps the city of Gastonia know that, hey, there's somebody here who has experience doing this.
But I want to focus a little bit on 2018. Are there some players for us to keep an eye on for 2018? Maybe some heavy hitters?
Sure. So we've got about 7 guys who are coming back, so I'm not too sure on some of the new guys coming in.
Sure.
We know their names and all of that kind of stuff. One of the guys who we're really excited about coming back is one of our catchers. His name is Harris Yett.
Harris Yett?
Yeah, and he plays at right here at UNC Charlotte.
Okay.
And is a huge up-and-comer. He was great for us last year. He was named one of the top catchers in the United States. He's been a huge part of our team, in the past, and to bring him back and his leadership is something we're excited about for sure.
That's awesome. I'm really excited for the season to start. I can't wait to go to a Grizzlies game. Now, there have been some rumors flying around that a certain ex-NFL quarterback might make the roster. David, is it true that Tim Tebow will be bringing his talents to the 2018 Gastonia Grizzlies?
Well, the thing about Tim Tebow
and we're done.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm so sorry we ran out of time, guys.
It's too bad.
It's, you should ask David next time you see him.
Or you could just go to the game on the opening day.
Great idea, Josh. That's why you're the marketing mastermind of the 85 podcast. But we really did appreciate the time with David. I really hope everybody gets to catch a Grizzlies game. It's such a fun atmosphere. It's a celebration like we talked about in the interview. Please go support your local team and take someone out to the ball game.
Mm-hmm. All right, so now let's move on to Inside the Pages.
Inside the Pages.
What you got for us today, Nick?
All right, guys. If I can toot our own horn for a moment, I want to give a shout-out to our education reporter, Eric Wildstein, who won North Carolina Press Award for his coverage of local high school and college graduations last year. The Gazette's 2018 election coverage began last weekend when Eric wrote about Gaston College's ceremony. What's cool is he doesn't just write a plain, standard article because, let's be real, those can get boring. His articles are more like bulleted lists with highlights from the graduation.
Nice.
For example, how many degrees were handed out, how many students were there, excerpts from the speeches, standout students, and so on. Our coverage is ongoing as private schools and colleges around the county graduate their 2018 classes. And it all leads up to June 9th, when most of the high schools in the area hold their graduations. And it's a crazy day as Eric and the rest of the newsroom goes into overdrive. We'll have photographers hopping around different graduations, getting photos and videos that will go up on our website, and reporters will be writing stories about students from each class and some of their ceremonies. So if you're a student graduating from a high school or college this year, or you're a family member or a friend of a graduate, or even if you're a local alum who wants some nostalgia, follow along on our website to see photos, videos, and articles written about your schools. Now, Zach, are you ready for a game?
I am.
Give us some boundaries, some rules, and how are we doing
talk to
this?
us about it.
All right, so when high school seniors are deciding where to go to college, they usually stay within North Carolina so they can be close to home. And so where do they go when they go to North Carolina? We actually have a list of the most popular schools that our high school seniors go to here in Gaston County. So a couple caveats. These are only public UNC schools, so no private schools like Duke or Wake Forest will be on this list, or local ones like Gardner-Webb or Belmont Abbey. And there are no community colleges on this list like Gaston College or CPCC in Charlotte.
Excellent.
So we're only counting public state schools.
I think that the number one school on this list is UNC Charlotte. And it's the closest university, especially if you're staying home, you go to UNCC.
You are absolutely correct.
That's what I'm
so in
talking
2017, 951 of our Gaston County seniors went to UNC Charlotte.
Okay, so before we go on, I just want to say that the Appalachian State University is playing UNCC at UNCC this year. Already got tickets to it. It's going to be black and gold all around that school.
Wow.
It'll be a blowout for sure.
Number two.
You got to guess for number two.
I'm just going to do the Appalachian guess right now.
You just took my school, though. That's
Yeah.
fine.
You're
That's
right.
great.
You
took
should've
it from
guessed
Zach.
Nice.
So in 2017, 391 seniors from Gaston County went to Appalachian State up in Boone.
That's really awesome. You can get a number one education in Appalachian State University, and it doesn't break the bank. That's the reason that I went.
So far we've gotten all the schools in order. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely, which is pretty
Yeah, but
impressive
don't
so
expect
far.
that. Don't
Yeah.
expect
No.
that.
All right.
All right, my next guess. I'm going to stick with the UNC system. I'm going to say UNC Asheville.
You got it. So clocking in at number 10 with 60 students in 2017 is UNC Asheville.
Nice. And, if you haven't been to Asheville, what are you doing
Mm-hmm.
in North Carolina? It's a beautiful city.
I'm going to see if I can get closer than 10
Okay.
and go towards the beach
All
and
right.
do Wilmington.
UNCW?
UNCW.
Oh, man.
Is that closer than 10?
UNCW clocks in at 8 with
8?
116 students.
Oh, what is this again? Oh, now we're going to see
I think
closest
we've
to the hole?
dug out the real contest here.
All right.
So
All right.
far we have guessed the top school, the number 2 school, the number 10, and the number 8.
So I'm going to say Western Carolina.
Western Carolina coming in at number 3
Number
with 293 students
Won't
in
be able to get that.
2017.
Yeah.
All right, so my next guess is UNC Chapel Hill.
Chapel Hill.
You got it. The granddaddy of them all with 256 students at number 4, UNC Chapel Hill.
So
Next.
we're looking for number 5.
Number 5. NC State.
Number 6
Number
is NC
6.
State with
Okay.
251 students.
251 students. Nice. Those are the engineers.
So we're still looking for, we got number 6. We're
Okay.
looking for number 5 right now.
Are we on?
Yep.
Wake Forest?
No, so that's a private school actually.
Maine.
You want a hint?
Yes. Man,
Think of the Pirates.
East Carolina?
You got it. East Carolina is number 5 with 255 Gaston students in 2017.
East Carolina.
And that's only one fewer than UNC Chapel Hill. So if they had gotten 2 more kids, that would have been number 4 on the list.
Wow. Okay.
So you're still missing number 7 and number 9.
I thought I was going to be better at this. I really did. I really didn't think this would be.
It's difficult.
All right, Zach, I'll give you a hint that you might like. Think of Natty Green.
UNC Greensboro.
That's it.
That's
That's it.
horrible. That's what that
man.
was.
All I had
How
to
do
do
we-
was mention beer and you got it instantly.
Yeah, no, that's horrible.
So we got one more left.
One more left, number 9. So this school is also in Greensboro.
Dude,
I don't
that's
know,
gold.
dude. I have no idea.
You guys want me to come in
four
crashing
letters?
from the ropes with number 9?
Yes.
NC-A&T
Oh, A&T.
with 72 students.
Very nice. Well, listen, congratulations to all the graduates from Gaston County. That we knew more about this. I told myself I was going to be better at this quiz. Didn't work out.
Oh, you bombed the last quiz, too.
All right, perfect. That's Inside the Pages. Again, Gaston County, thank you so much for listening to the 85 Podcast, episode number
6.
our Memorial Weekend episode. We always appreciate you. Please follow us at The85 on Twitter and Instagram, or you can email me, the85pod@gmail.com. Have a great and safe weekend. Say goodbye, Josh.
Goodbye, Josh.
Say goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye, Nick.
Goodbye, Gaston County. Have a great Memorial Day weekend.